What's going on? This is your boy For Real Fresh, and you're kicking it with Big Bang Sports and Entertainment. Let's go. Man, I'm a little, I don't know if y'all can tell from my voice, but my sinuses are kind of acting up. I'm hoping it ain't COVID, but we're going to still rock on. This episode is just something different I wanted to try out about something I like to do from time to time. I like to jump in boxing forums and talk and ask questions. Just something that was on my mind by myself and where I'm at. I don't got a lot of boxing folks I can, really express.
Hey, what's going on?
Or anything like that.
For Real Fresh, you're kicking it with Big Bang Sports and
forum,
Entertainment. Let's go.
On this one that I jumped on, I posted a question. I'm not gonna lie, it was a little bit of clickbait in there. It was definitely sensational, but I just wanted to know. I just wanted to hear people's opinion. You know what I'm saying? So my question was this right here. With so many haters, is Jake Paul turning into the next Floyd Mayweather Jr.? Oh my goodness. Instantly. As soon as I posted it, instantly, I got the laughing emojis. I got people they started thrashing it. You can't compare the two. They ain't the same. I'm like, no, I know they ain't the same, but they got some similarities. And I'm gonna go through some of the posts. Some people had some good points, and some people just hating. Jake Paul got a lot of haters. I'm just gonna say that. But all right, let's see this right here. This one guy posted, "I hope you are referring to the amount of haters and not ring craft. Jake Paul has not fought a boxer yet. He is fighting retired MMA fighters and YouTubers. Yeah, he's knocked out people, but so has most of the local pub bar, whatever. People need to stop talking him up till he fights a genuine fighter, not at a catch weight." And I posted, "I don't think I would ever compare the ring craft of a Floyd Mayweather Jr. to a Jake Paul, laugh out loud, but I will compare business strategies." Jake Paul just jumped in this, and I will commend him, for him just jumping in and doing what he's doing. You can tell that he's dedicated and, he's about that life. But, all right, so I can't compare the career of a Mayweather with a Jake Paul. It doesn't make sense. Not at this point, especially. I would say if I were to compare resumes or, or not resumes, but careers, I would say a Deontay Wilder, jumping in the sport late and, and all the accomplishments that he was able to do by knocking out people, just like what Jake Paul's doing, When you think about that too, man, not everybody can do that. You see what, the opposition was a little bit more, but Wilder's brother, he can hit, he can punch. He had a couple of knockouts, but got knocked out himself. I think he got knocked out 2 times in a row. Don't quote me on that, but I think so. But so jumping in that ring, I don't care who it is, especially with a UFC fighter as named Tyrone Woodley. That man knocking out anybody. That man just come on. That didn't even make sense, but I kind of got where they were going. And also, I wrote next too. I think you're right, but I think it's simpler than that. You kind of see it with Canelo too. We love it when our champions win titles, but mostly we expect our champion to win. And for every person that wants to see our champ win, there's another person that wants our champ to lose. How do you get both to pay the pay-per-view? I think Floyd and JP, when I say JP, of course Jake Paul, are both tapping into that. And, and what I mean, you can clearly understand what I was saying, but just to go into that part a little bit more. There was people, the boxing purists, who loved to see Floyd fight. They understood what he was doing. I remember, and some didn't like it because, if you pay a pay-per-view, you want to see a fight. You don't want to see a person. You don't want to see a boxing match. It's a difference. I like to see a good fighter boxing match. If it's a fight, then a whole bunch of punches are being thrown, not a lot of dancing, not a lot of hugging. But if it's a boxing match, you're gonna see somebody moving around, trying not to get hit while trying to land a punch. But anyways, I ain't gonna get into that. That's not what I'm talking about. But what I am talking about is people loved Mayweather because of what he could do in the ring. And man, I ain't gonna lie, man, I like that he was a black flashy, guy out there, and he was always proving his haters wrong. I love that about Floyd, and then you had those who just couldn't wait till Floyd to lose, and everybody was paying for his pay-per-view. Everybody was the highest paid athlete at one time, Floyd. Now you got Jake Paul, who started building his brand when he was younger, continued to build it, and then just jumped into boxing later. I think that's awesome, man. The man has millions of followers who want to see him succeed, win, and he's giving his fans just that. So they're gonna pay that money to go see his pay-per-view. And then you got the boxing purist, or the boxing fan, or the MMA fan who just want to see this man get knocked out. And to me, man, that's similar to Floyd. It's business strategy. You know what I'm saying? When he went pretty boy, it don't matter who. If you love me or hate me, what matters is that you pay the pay-per-view. So let's see what else we got. Let's see what else we got. I'm scrolling, guys. I'm scrolling. I had one hater. This has to be a bannable post if ever I've seen one. He was just joking, but I didn't know that at first. And I was like, interesting. Why do you say that? Why not hold your judgment and find out where the author of the post is saying? And instead of insulting the post, you give your reasoning for your answer. He was like, I'm just joking. Shoot, I ain't heard it at first. I didn't want to hear that. And then somebody else said, hated too. He hated the post. But he has a very valid point. He's not talking about Jake Paul being a boxer. He's talking about people loving him and hating him so much they waste their money buy his fights against what he was trying to say. It turns my stomach, but he's getting paid. And I like this comment because he got what I was saying, but turning his stomach, people really love the sport, I guess. But if somebody else getting paid, Jake Paul is bringing different eyes to the sport of boxing, and in his pay-per-views, he's getting boxers paid. I can't hate on that. I hope you get his money. Doing whatever you're doing. That's none of my business, really. And some more Jake Paul haters. No, Jake Paul is lower than an Uber driver level and gets paid more than everyone. Bar Canelo, Ferry, AJ. That's the problem. It's highly embarrassing for the sport. And then I said, he's getting what he's worth. Jake Paul started his brand years ago, like I was just saying. He didn't just get lucky. He put in the work to grow his following. Why hate on that? All right? I mean, why hate? You know, the man, he did what he had to do, and this is where he's at right now. I had a bunch of these. I'm still strolling. Somebody, another hater. Why are randoms dangling from the Paul brothers? Whatever. Maybe if he keeps on fighting 40-year-olds. Man, that was another thing too. I kept in some of these posts, people kept talking about the age of the fighters that he was fighting. And I'm like, he fought athletes, and he's a beginner boxer. Tyrone Woodley he's 39, and he was a UFC champion, been fighting for a long time. And this guy is a beginner, a novice, and fighting in boxing. You know what I'm saying? To me, the competition was worth it. I thought it was decent. You know what I'm saying? For his level. And, Tyrone Woodley got KO'd. No one expected that. And that's the thing, too, man. A lot of people talk about Jake Paul's competition, but they never look at what the competition was looking at. They was looking at a YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? Didn't nobody think a YouTuber was going to go and knock out some folks? You know what I'm saying? Let's give this man some credit. Nobody thought a Disney guy was going to come in and start doing this. Come on, man. You got to give that man credit. And you know what? The thing is, too, if you've been in a fight, then you understand. If you don't... To be in the hurt game, the fight game, man, you come out of it in worse shape than when you came into it. Because, man, you're constantly being punched in your face, bruising your ribs, or hurting yourself, whole bunch of hand injuries, and, it's a dangerous sport, man, and some people really love it. Some people love the fight game. Those are warriors. And for Jake Paul to not need the money and doing what he's doing, man, you can't hate on that, man. Let that man do his thing. Hey, man, I'm deeper than I was supposed to get with this, guys. I ain't gonna even hold you no longer. This is For Real Fresh, and you're kicking it with Big Bang Sports and Entertainment. And I got more content coming. Let's go.